Hi everyone, it's Beth here. Welcome back to the channel. I am so happy to be with you today to talk about 5 vegan swaps that you can make today. These items are all easy, they're readily available, they require either zero cooking or very minimal cooking, and they are very easy to enjoy. So I've been vegan for over a year and a half now. I am just so happy overall with this choice and the decision to eat vegan. My husband eats vegan with me as well. And I'm just so much more conscientious about the way that I interact with and treat and care for the world around me, including all animals. And it has benefited me health-wise, and I just am happier and at more peace, more at peace. So it has been an amazing swap in my life, has really changed my life for the better. So let's get into 5 swaps that you can easily make starting today. All these items are in the Vegan Grocery Staples guidebook that I'm putting together. And these ones that I'm going to share with you today are 5 things that are very common that people tend to struggle with when they think about going vegan. So let's look at these, dive into them, and talk more about each item and how you can make that swap. So first we have plant milk. That includes almond milk, soy milk, oat milk, cashew milk. There are even things like macadamia milk and hazelnut milk. There are so many varieties these days. Plant milk is more readily available now than it ever was before, and there are so many more wonderful varieties to be able to try. So my favorites, though, are almond milk and soy milk, and they're definitely our most purchased due to the taste, the consistency, as well as the cost, and each provides great nutritional value. When you're looking at almond milk or soy milk, where we buy it, which this brand specifically is from Kroger, they tend to cost anywhere from $2 to $2.50 because they're almost always on sale. And that is for a half gallon each. So I love to drink the vanilla flavored plant milk if I'm going to be drinking it by itself, but the original flavors are great too if you like a little less sweetness, or if you're going to be adding any sweetener like chocolate syrup to make chocolate milk, or if you were going to be cooking with the milk, in which you would want it plain and unsweetened. So there are so many varieties of plant milks that you can get that do not harm our livestock, like do not harm cows in the process, and also are better for you because many people aren't able to fully and healthily digest lactose anyway. Number 2, vegan cheese. I know that that is another huge thing that people are scared to give up because they feel like there aren't really any alternatives that can match the original. And cheese is a staple in so many people's lives, but there are many dairy-free cheeses on the store shelves today. And they really are good. I've tried, I can't even tell you how many brands now at this point from different stores. And there is a really wide variety, but really I continue to come back to time and time again. This is, again, the Simple Truth brand from Kroger. I get this over and over because it is affordable and it performs well, and it really does taste great. It's great cold on sandwiches and on top of tacos or taco salad, and it's great melted. I make awesome macaroni and cheese with it and use it in different casseroles and things like that. So you can get anything from mozzarella to pepper jack, so many different flavors, brands, and consistencies. And even though they're similar, there are still different taste varieties, just like you would do with dairy cheese. So great alternatives. And all it takes is you go into the store and buying it, and it is there ready to go. Number 3. Tofurkey deli slices. So if you eat sandwiches a lot and you love deli meat, then look for Tofurkey deli slices. You can find these in many different stores. They're kind of mainstream now. I mean, Walmart has them, even Target has them, and you can also find them at specialty stores or Whole Food grocers, and even things like Whole Foods, the store. But they're great for like a protein and cheese style sandwich, a grilled cheese, a veggie variety, and the hickory smoked flavor is by far our favorite. It tastes delicious, and the consistency is wonderful. So easy for lunches. And then lastly, I put these on the same slide because we're talking about good old-fashioned American, well, it can be fast food, but you can use these in so many different ways. But those things that we as Americans just tend to really love and hang on to and eat time and time again. So you have first the Impossible Burger. Veggie burgers have been around for decades, and they've certainly continued to up their game, though, as the years have gone on. My personal favorite is the Impossible Burger, but they also have brands that are super high quality, like Beyond Burger, that you may have heard of, and they give us great alternatives in the restaurant scene. But you can go and buy these packages either in loaf style like this, or get them in patty shapes, and be able to immediately implement them in your own kitchen. So, of course, if you're looking for a good old-fashioned burger, you can make these into patties and grill them up and just have it like you would a hamburger, but it's completely animal-free. It's made from plants. But you can also use the Impossible Burger to ground up and to work in for things like casseroles and tacos and any other thing that you might want ground beef or crumbles in. So it really works super well. It's versatile. It can be even used to make things like meatloaf. You would be so surprised at the consistency and how versatile that this is. And Impossible Burger just totally tastes the best in my opinion. If you haven't tried that meat all, Burger King has Impossible Burgers in their Whoppers. Vegan nuggets. So again, another kind of comfort food, American staple. There's a great variety of these frozen nuggets and alternatives, and it's really abundant in grocery stores now, the different brands that you can see. For example, if you shop at somewhere like Walmart or Kroger, you can see different Kroger brands will have these, and there are multiple different brands to choose from that have created some kind of vegan nugget in the frozen section. Now, they are not all equal, and I have tried many different kinds at this point after a year and a half. But my favorite that I have found so far is honestly the Incognito nuggets, which I have pictured there in the screen. And they have a great quality of texture and taste. Really can't beat it in my book. But again, Kroger has some great brands too. And there are plenty, I'm sure, that I haven't tried yet. They're also awesome. But you just bake them and eat them. And honestly, you can even microwave them. They get crispier, obviously, in the oven, just like anything else. But they can be microwaved in a pinch. So if you're looking for something classic to replace things that you might eat on a frequent basis, like a burger or ground beef or nuggets or chicken of some kind, then these are great alternatives for that. And again, you can find these at most places to be able to satisfy those cravings. Now, these two run a little bit more on the expensive side than the first items that I showed in this presentation, just because they are, fully pre-prepared and coming from name brands for the most part. I don't buy these often because after you eat vegan for a while, you start learning different alternatives and also more about what plants do in general that you can find in more whole foods that aren't maybe as processed that you could cook with. So I don't buy these as often, but it is a really nice treat. And we do have them every now and then when we want an easy meal with minimal preparation, which is exactly why when I talk about our title slide, they're easy, they are convenient, and you can find them at most large or specialty grocery stores. And that concludes these 5 easy swaps that you can make. To do a quick review back through, there those are. And again, these swaps are easy, they're readily available, and they don't require a lot from you on the front end, but they can be used in so many versatile ways. So thanks for sticking with me today. I hope you found this interesting. If you have some other kind of main staple vegan swaps that are easy for meat eaters or dairy eaters to switch over to, let me know in the comments. I'm working on the entire vegan grocery staple guidebook that has, I think, close to 20 pages at this point of different items from different sections that I've been working on to put together for you with information on each item that I always have either in my fridge or my freezer or my pantry to help with vegan living and eating. So more about that later. Let me know if you have anything to add or questions about some of these vegan swaps, and I'm happy to talk with you in the comments. You can follow me on Instagram. There is my tag right here, and thanks for following along. I'll see you in the next video.